about her piece, Be the Light. Hi, Alexis. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm so excited to be here and talk about art. Thank you.
Alexis, part of me feels like I shouldn't even speak because I want to hear about this piece, and I would love for you to share with everyone your inspiration and your process because it's fascinating.
Sure, thank you. So this piece that I submitted is called Be the Light. And I, I'm a nature artist, so my inspiration for most of the pieces that I make is like directly from nature. And sometimes it gets a little more abstract, but often I find plants and animals and insects in my art because ever since I was a kid, I just like to wander around outside and see what I can find and learn about. And also, my teachers and my family and our friends and my community always really stress the importance of trying to be stewards of the earth and thinking about what we can do to support all of the creatures and plants that we share the planet with. So that often pops up in my work too. So this piece, Be the Light, came out of a tree print. So one of the pieces of my nature art is I print cross sections of trees. So this one, if you can kind of see, this is an ash tree and the little rings around it, you can see it. So unfortunately, ash trees in the US have really been hit pretty hard by the emerald ash borer. So trees have come down because they die. So this tree, this piece of an ash is where it came from, a tree that was brought down by that insect. So what I do is I sand them flat and then blowtorch them, and you really can feel the rings. And I roll on, I use acrylic paint, and in the case of this piece of art, it was black paint. And then I press a piece of paper onto my piece of tree. And then when I peel it up, I have a tree print exactly of the tree, which is, I think, really fun. So when I was thinking about the exhibit, Shine the Light, I've wanted to paint more bees because, the importance of bees in our global ecosystem and also the connection to the food that we as humans eat. Bees are pollinators. And also I've wanted to make a light bulb, which really to me had absolutely nothing to do with each other for a while. But this piece of ash tree, actually, when I flipped it upside down and I printed it, I was like, oh, you do look like a light bulb, like one of those old, very incandescent bulbs that are not terribly energy efficient, but are very pretty. So what I did was I brought the light bulb concept and bees and their honey and pollinating, and I put them together for this piece. So I do have it with me, and oh, the reflection is rough, I'm sorry. But so there's my fruit tree that's blossoming, and I have little bees flying all around, and here is the hive, and then this is honey that's coming out of their hive. But if you flip it upside down, you have a light bulb. And I really liked the name of this show, Shine the Light, because it can be interpreted in so many ways. And I also thought it was an opportunity to shine a light on bees and other pollinators since they're in danger because of use of pesticides on a large scale and habitat loss. So I thought I could use this piece of art to shine a light, quite literally, on this environmental issue, so that when we are planting, whether it's large scale in agriculture or if it's smaller scale, in a community garden or in a yard, really trying to avoid the use of pesticides that are pretty dangerous and lethal to our insect friends. So trying to bring these two ideas together of a light bulb and then a tree with bees and a hive and honey, this was, I think, my third rendition. The first one, it was kind of weird looking and didn't really work. And the second one, I got closer, but I had bees flying down the bottom and it was very kind of off balance. So the third time I was happier with it. And I think that is the uncomfortableness of, oh, I painted that and I spent a while on it and it looks bad. That's part of trying to create art, because sometimes it does not turn out the way you hope and you just have to try again. And in that, you know, with using acrylic to print the tree piece and then watercolor to go in and do the yellow and the details of the tree and the bees, I like how acrylic and the watercolor work together. It gives me a chance to do some parts of it in a very opaque way with the acrylic print, and then a more translucent effect with the watercolors. So yeah, thank you for letting me talk about it, because I love bees. My uncle was a beekeeper, and he used to let me sit and watch when he would take care of his hives when I was a kid, and he'd give me honey, which was pretty awesome. So the chance to create some art with bees makes me really happy.
Alexis, thank you so much. It's a beautiful piece. It's an interesting piece. It's got an important message. And I have to tell you, when you spoke about it at the art reception and you said to turn it, people went nuts over that. And I got messages about that as well.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with us and doing what you do.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.